Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zia and I talk about personal finance and life as an international student here in the US. So for today's video, I'm gonna be talking about BYU-Hawaii application and ELAT tips. And at the same time, I'm sharing my sample essays because I know how hard it is for some people to write na walang example or format na paggagayahan. So the link is on the description below. So let's start. As soon as you begin your application or way before you start your application, I would recommend to get a passport because as soon as you get admitted, the school will not be processing your visa documents until you send them the picture of your passport. The start of the application is very easy. You would have to write your name, address, contact information, such as your email address, phone number, and things like that. Pero kung pupunta ka sa account linking, ito yung medyo nakakalito for the students because they would have to create a BYU account. And nakakalito if BYU is different from BYU-Hawaii. Yes, it is different. So, I included the link to description kung saan kayo makaka-create ng account for BYU. It is because your transcripts, test scores, and other educational credentials are processed by an office sa BYU Provo. So you will need an account with BYU to process your information. And then for your goals, select what you're applying for. And it is the full-time face-to-face enrollment. Remember that it is only for those who haven't had bachelor's degree in the past because BYU-Hawaii is keeping its mission to educate as many students as possible. And if you took BYU-Pathway, you will include your grades and the date when you completed each semester. And for those who don't know Pathway, it is less than a year program designed to help students transition to college, and the total cost of the program is $155 for Filipinos, and it teaches life skills, English, algebra, and personal finance. And you can actually continue earning certificates, associate's degree, and bachelor's degree online through that program. And I included yung link on the description below so that you can explore Pathway more. And for Holokai, you would have to choose one major and two minors from the three categories, which are arts and humanities, math and sciences, and professional studies. For example, if your major is from math and sciences, you would have to choose two minors from arts and humanities and professional studies. Then they will ask you if you anticipate the need to work to support yourself financially as you study at BYU-Hawaii. If you answer yes to that question, then you are applying for the IWORK scholarship. IWORK means International Work Opportunity Returnability Koleana, and this scholarship pays for your tuition, housing, and meal plans. They also give you a job so you can have money to buy for your personal expenses. Next is your citizenship. Most Filipino who applied here are international. For the declaration of finances, you would have to list all your family members, your immediate family members. If they have a job, you would have to report their annual income in US dollars and their annual financial support. The total should be at least $600. But then IWORK people will review your financial documents and they will determine how much you and your family will be contributing each year. But don't you worry because based on our experience, IWORK people are considerate and they will not let you pay something that you cannot afford. So also another tip, it would be helpful if you put your job there so they can see that you are working and you are ready for the work-study program, which is the IWORK. Next, upload your 3-month bank statements and 3 most recent payslips of you, your father, and your mother, and then send your financial documents to iwork@byuh.edu. If you cannot provide at least one of those documents, your bishop should fill out the bishop's letter. The link is on the description. If you are applying for IWORK, you have to agree on their terms and conditions. Some of them are achieving at least 2.0 GPA every semester, working at least 19 hours per week, paying the family contribution, and observe dress and grooming standards. Take time to read and make sure you understand before you sign. And then for the activities, consider the activities that you have been involved in and select up to 2 to write about. For example, for me, I wrote about STEM. That means science, technology, and engineering and mathematics, because I've been involved a lot in that area when I was in high school. And I also wrote about service. And if you want to read about mine, link is on the description. And also my essays, andun lahat. You are required to write 4 essays, and the first question is all about like why BYU-Hawaii, and be specific. And then the second question, how do you see yourself contributing to the mission and vision of BYU-Hawaii? So before you answer that question, make sure that you have read the history and the mission vision of BYU-Hawaii. The third question is, what does integrity mean to you, and how do you demonstrate it in your life, and how does it relate to your commitment to the honor code, which includes dress and grooming standards and residential living standards. So yeah, before you answer that question, make sure to read about the honor code so that you know how to connect your own personal meaning of integrity to the standards of the school. And then the fourth question, you will write about your goals after graduation and how will your major and 2 minors help you achieve that goal. That's about it. Next is the endorsement. So BYU-Hawaii is sponsored by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So applicants who are members of that church are required to receive an endorsement from their priesthood leaders, such as their bishop and stake president. You would have to begin endorsement, click new applicants, and then search for your bishop and ward. Finish the process, and then make sure to set an appointment with your bishop and stake president so that they can have an interview with you. Currently serving missionaries should interview with their mission president. And then yung transcript mo, high school transcript and college transcript, if you attended college, they should be sent to admissions@byuh.edu. If you have BYU-Pathway-Connect transcript, you would have to order the official transcript sa BYU-Pathway-Connect portal. So just sign in, click your name on the upper right corner, and then select Transcripts. Transcript Request Tool, click Other Recipient, add the address of the school. It's admissions, BYU-Hawaii, 1973, 55220 Kulanui Street, Laie, Hawaii, 967621293. So that's the complete address of the school, specifically the admissions building, and then request transcripts. After you do those things, masasend na yung official BYU Pathway Connect transcript mo sa BYU-Hawaii. And for international students whose first language is not English, must demonstrate English proficiency by taking one of the approved English proficiency tests listed sa description below. So, ELAT yung pinaka-famous sa mga nag-a-apply for BYU-Hawaii. It's because it's free, but they can also take TOEFL and IELTS. But for TOEFL and IELTS, they would have to pay at least 10,000 pesos. And keep in mind that the scores of those 2 tests are valid for 2 years. But for ELAT, valid lang siya for 1 year. So when you take ELAT, you would take reading, listening, writing, and speaking tests. For reading, you need to have a score of 10 or more. For listening, 11 or more. Writing, 3.5 or more, and speaking, 3 or more. Halimbawa, nag-take ka sa reading and yung score mo ay less than 10, automatically end na yung test. So, next semester ka na ulit makakapag-take ng ELAT, or you can just choose to take other English tests. But, I asked those students na nakapasa sa ELAT and nag-share sila ng mga advice for students like you na applying, and I'm willing to share those advice to you. The first one is make time for the practice tests para hindi ka na nangangapa kapag nasa mismong test ka na, di ba? Pangalawa, dapat walang distractions kasi merong proctoryo, merong online proctor na magbabantay sa'yo sa screen mo and may camera, naka-record yung mukha mo. Third, lalo na sa reading and listening, basahin mo na yung questions. It is because kapag binasa mo yung pagkahaba-habang reading, tapos after nun, dun mo palang babasahin yung questions, edi babalik ka na naman sa reading para hanapin yung sagot. Pero, kapag binasa mo muna yung questions, meron ka ng target sa kung anong hahanapin mo kapag nagbasa ka. It saves time. Okay? Remember na may time limit ang exam, pero at the same time, huwag ka masyadong mamadali. Make sure na lahat ng questions ay may answer para more chances of winning, di ba? And then, may nag-advise din na mag-take ng English Connect because halos lahat daw nung nasa module ay same daw ng gagawin sa ELAT. So, it prepares them and gives them an edge sa ELAT exam. Yun lang. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below and I would answer them for sure. I know it's a lot of work, but I can say it's worth it to apply to this school because it will not just help you academically, but also spiritually. And I love the professors. They are competent and really nice. I never felt intimidated by them. I think they are so genuine in helping the students become better, and napakabait din ng community. A lot of them are giving away free stuff, and kung hindi man free stuff, really cheap. There are also a lot of opportunities here for internship, and after graduation, you can work for up to 18 months. That's called academic training. If you're planning to earn master's degree, there's a lot of people here who can help you as well. Thank you so much for listening. I hope na marami kayong natutunan today. Bye!